Hello there guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, let us understand the science behind chord progressions. How really do they work? So I believe there are two basic ways we could use to understand the science behind chord progression, and they have to do with the battle between the cycle of fourths and the cycle of fifths. The cycle of fourths dealing with secondary dominance, because that's how we approach secondary dominance, and the cycle of fifths dealing with negative harmony, because that's how we approach negative harmony. So let's do this tutorial in the key of C. Okay, now to start with, let us understand the difference, and I mean the difference in sound between the secondary dominance and the negative harmony, because there's definitely a battle going on here. Anyways, starting off with the secondary dominance, to understand this in simple terms, it's just a 5 going to the 1. Okay, 5 going to the 1. So we look at the key of C, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to the 1. Okay, so our 1 is C, C major. Okay, so let's look for the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have it. G, G major. 5 going to the 1. Okay, 5 going to the 1. Now I'm going to add the 7, 9, and 11 to the G. Right, the G major there. Just adding the extensions. Gives it this sound. Okay, so this is a 5, right? Yeah, G9 source 4 going to the 1. Now for the negative harmony in simple terms again, because I just like to make them simple. All right, in simple terms, the negative harmony is just the minor 4 going to the 1. The minor 4 going to the 1. So again, we know our 1 is C major. Okay, so let's find the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 is F. So we're going to play F minor. Okay, F minor going to the 1. Minor 4 going to the 1. To spice things up, I'm just going to add the 6th, which is this, right? Going to the 1. Okay. Now, two ways we've come up with in approaching the 1 chord. Okay, and we've seen the difference in sound between the secondary dominant and the negative harmony. The secondary dominant, we had this. Okay, and you will notice it is G going to C, so it is a perfect fourth movement. Okay, G going to C, a perfect fourth movement. For the negative harmony, we have the minor, F minor. In this case, I'm adding the 6th going to the 1. And if you look at it, it's a perfect fifth movement. Okay, so this is a battle between cycle of fourths and cycle of fifths, and you will definitely understand the difference. Now let's put these two concepts to test using a simple gospel song. We'll start off with the secondary dominant, and then we're going to test the negative harmony. So starting off with the secondary dominant, let's use the song "We Give You Glory, Lord, as we honor you." Okay, so I use the secondary dominant here, G going to the 1, as we honor you. Now let's try the negative harmony. So we give you glory, Lord, as we honor you. Okay, again using that negative harmony, which is the minor 4 going to the 1. Okay, so just let me know which one you prefer, the secondary dominant or the negative harmony. Please let me know in the comments. Now here comes the interesting part, where we begin to add its recurring interval. So let's start off with the secondary dominant. Now we've established that it involves the G going to the C, the 5 going to the 1. Okay, if you look at that, the 5 going to the 1, the interval is a perfect fourth. So we are going to be adding this perfect fourth interval. Okay, so that means we are going to approach G, right, using the secondary dominant concept. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, you have to understand it's a 5 going to a 1. So the G becomes our 1 and at this instant. Okay, so we're going to approach G using the secondary dominant rule, and we have to play its 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have D. So we can go D to G, which is a perfect fourth, and then go G to C. Okay, so we have something like using the same song. Okay, we give you glory, Lord, as we honor you. So what did I do there? I used the D. Okay, I'm adding the 7, D dominant 7 to G to C. Okay, so D, G, C. Now, what we've gotten is a 2, 5, 1. Okay, nice. Now, what if we approach D using the same secondary dominant concept? So all we have to do is find the fifth of D, or we count that 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is A. So we can go from A to D. You see, that is a perfect fourth interval. And from D, we can go to G. And from G, we can go to C. You see what we are doing here? Now, using the same song, let's use that. We give you glory, Lord, as we honor you. So what did I do there? We give you glory, Lord. Here's the A7. A, 2, D, and then to G. Okay, I'm just using extensions. And to the C. So I went A, D, G, C. What if, again, we use that same secondary dominant concept on the A? That means we find the fifth of A and flow through with the progression. You see, we're coming up with a more expandable progression. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 is E. So we could go from E to A, which is a perfect fourth away. Then we'll go from A to D, a perfect fourth away. A D to G, perfect fourth away. And G to C. So using the same song, we have we give you glory, Lord, as we honor you. So what did I do there? Here we have the E. Then I'm adding extensions. Then to the A, and then to the D, and then to the G, and then to the C. Okay. Now, if you look at the progression we came up with there, it was a 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. And they were all in dominant 7 apart from the 1, though we added extensions. Okay, so for the 3 we had this. All right, dominant 7, though we added extensions here. For the 6 we had the dominant 7 here, though we added extensions. The 2, dominant 7, the 5, the dominant 7 to the 1. Okay, now let's make this more interesting by adding substitutions. Okay, if you're familiar with your theory, you know that you could actually substitute a tritone for the dominant. Okay, so all these places where we have the dominant 7, we could actually just use a tritone in place of them. So how do we find the tritone? For example, starting off with the first one, so we had a 5 going to 1. So 5 is G7. We're going to replace the G7 using the tritone, using its tritone. So all you have to do is count 3 whole steps from G, right? From the chord we want to substitute with. So 1 whole step, 2 whole step, 3 whole steps. So this the tritone of G is C sharp. So instead of playing G7, we're going to play C sharp 7 instead. Okay, so we're going to play like this. I'm going to play this rootless. Maybe I should just add this, or maybe I'll make it obvious. But this is actually C sharp 7. Okay, or D flat. I'm adding the 9. Okay, an extension there. So normally we would have we give you glory, Lord, right? The G going to the 1, but now we could have so the tritone there. Now we could make things more interesting, right? So all we have to do is, since we are going with the same interval, we are going to find the 5 of D flat, and whatever that is going to be the tritone sub for D, because again we are going with the same intervals. Okay, so D to G to C. We've gotten G to C, and the tritone was D flat or C sharp. Now we're going to approach the G using the D, right? Because that's what we did so far. So we're going to use the tritone. Of course, you know, you could start counting again. That'll make things more stressful and, you know, more bogus. So you could just make it more simple as we did at first. All we have to do is use the secondary dominant concept and approach whatever given tritone we have at that particular time. So now we have D flat or C sharp. All we have to do is find the 5 of this note, and then whatever it is going to be the tritone of the recurring interval we're supposed to have approaching that G. Okay, so we have 1 1 2 3 4 5 A flat, and if you check, A flat is tritone. See, so just make this more simple, man. Just make this more simple. So A flat. So we're going to play A flat 7, A flat 7, okay, D flat 7 to C. Okay, so voice the A flat this way. So we see there, I'm just adding the 13 and the 9 as an extension to the A flat 7. So give you glory, Lord. Normally for our 2 5 1 we have 2 5 1. Well, we can have okay, so yeah, we had here A flat 7, D flat 7, yeah, to do 1. See how this thing is getting more interesting? Whoa, we'd love to continue. So let's also approach the A flats a 5th away. Things get really more interesting here. So 1 2 3 4 5 E flats. Okay, so we're gonna play E flat 7, then A flat 7, then D flat 7 to C. Okay, we'll voice the E flat 7 this way. All right, we'll voice it this way. So before normally we'll have okay, we'll have a A7 going to D7 going to G7 to the 1, but now we could have yeah, see that there? Right, so we had here E flat 7, A flat 7, D flat 7. Okay, let's see add more to the E flat. Let's add to the E flat. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 B flat. So we can play B flat 7, okay, to E flat 7. You see, this is a perfect 4th away. E flat 7 to A flat 7, perfect 4th away. A flat 7 to D flat 7, perfect 4th away, and D flat goes to. Again, we're using the tritone substitution. Okay, so let's voice the B flat 7 this way. So we'll play this. Oh, that sounded nice, right? So right, so see, wow, this is wonderful, right? Using tritone sub. Wow. So this for B flat 7, E flat 7, A flat 7, D flat 7. Okay, let's just add one more. Okay, let's just add one more to this. So B flat, would find the 5 from B flat. We have 1 2 3 4 5. That is F, so we can play F7. Okay, that means we'll play F7 to B flat 7. That is a perfect 4th away. B flat 7 to E flat 7, perfect 4th away. E flat 7 to A flat 7, perfect 4th away. A flat 7 to D flat 7, perfect 4th away. And then we come to C. It's the same thing we would have done if we were doing it in its normal sense as 7 3 6 2 5 1. All we are doing is using the tritone sub, so we're doing this: F, B flat, E flat, A flat, C sharp. Okay, to the 1. So we'll voice the F7 this way. Let me do something like this. At the sharp 11 here. Okay. So we'll have see that here. So F7, B flat 7, E flat 7, A flat 7, D flat 7, and of course you could voice this in your preferred way. I'm just using my own preferred voice and still to voices. So you see what we have done, created, wonderful progression. Okay, so you could do this as well. Now moving on to the negative harmony, we're not going to do a lot of crazy stuff as we did with the secondary dominant, because I believe I did explain the concept behind the science of the chord progression. So let's talk about it. Okay, so we established that the negative harmony has to do with the minor 4 going to the 1. Okay, so right, so we can add its recurring interval, and its recurring interval is a perfect fifth. So all we have to do is count to the 4. For that secondary dominant we had counting to the 5, but for this one we have to count to the 4. So we'll count to the 4 from F to get its recurring interval. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's B flat. So you see B flat to F, perfect fifth away, and then F to C, perfect fifth away. So we could play B flat, F, C. Okay, we could also add its recurring interval as we did with the secondary dominant. So we'll count a 4 from B flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. That will be E flat. So E flat to B flat, perfect fifth, B flat to F, perfect fifth, F to C, perfect fifth. So we're going E flat, B flat, F, C. Okay, so again, let's add we'll add another recurring interval to the already numbers we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're counting from E flat because that's the last number we had. So 1, 2, 3, 4, A flat. So we could go A flat to E flat, then E flat to B flat, then B flat to F, then F to C. Are you still with me? Okay, let's just add one more. Okay, just one more, I promise. So we'll count, since A flat is the last note we had, we'll count, we'll find the 4 of A flat and then add it to the already numbers we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, D flat. So we can go D flat, A flat, E flat, B flat, F, C. It's really huge. Yeah, this is what we're actually doing. I mean, this is a chord. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is to play D flat, A flat, E flat, B flat, all in major seventh. Okay, for the secondary dominant we use dominant 7. Let's use major seventh for this one. But for the F, only the F will play the minor. Okay, we could actually play the 7, the major 7, but let's use the minor going to the 1. Okay, so play D flat major 7, A flat major 7, E flat major 7, B flat major 7, F minor, maybe we could add the 6 to it, then go to the 1. All right, and also we could add add-ons. I'm not going to be too big on that, but let's see how it goes. So for the D flat, let's play D flat major 7 this way. I'm adding the 9 here. Right, next is the A flat 7. Let's play this way. So yeah, I'm adding the 6th. Okay, the A flat major 7. C D, I'm just adding the 6th. Okay, and then next is E flat major 7. Play this way, E flat major 7. And next is B flat major 7. Let's add a 9 here. And then next is F minor. Let's play this way. And then to the 1. Alright, so we have this. Alright, so you could even use this as a cadence to end the song if you have a 2, 5, 1. Okay, works well. D flat, A flat, E flat, B flat, F,